Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing what I've heard referred to by someone who sent us an email as the last piece of the Thai visa jigsaw. And this person was specifically referring to COVID testing for those if they're coming from abroad to Thailand. We've gone into great detail on this channel regarding the overall visa process to travel to Thailand. And for those who are unaware, certificates of entry are now part of the process. There's new online portals associated with processing a visa case. Documentation is, frankly, a bit more cumbersome than once was. And then on top of that, you've got to deal with coordination of flights and alternative state quarantine, at least for the time being. And so it sort of begs the question that, what's the final piece? And the final piece in many ways, as this person noted when they sent me an email, and I do appreciate emails, the final piece is sort of this COVID test, the test and the fit to fly documentation in order to actually board the plane. And he brought up the fact that, there are different places that have different standards for the time frames in which the test can be administered and the results can be given. In some cases, 24 to 36 hours, and that is fantastic. It should be noted that a result has to be issued with a validity that is 72 hours prior to the departure time of the individual coming to Thailand. And there is some ambiguity on this because some airlines actually take a slightly more conservative policy with respect to this. So not a terrible idea. If you're dealing with an immigration attorney, generally speaking, we've been handling this with the, just clarifying where things stand with respect to this. But it's not a terrible idea to just double check with an air carrier to make sure what the policy is regarding the duration of time between the test, actually the results coming out, and the actual flight taking off. Because, if you fall outside of the window, and the rule of thumb really is 72 hours, but I have seen snafus come up in the last 3-4 months. Well, a little sooner than that recently. Last few weeks, we had one situation sort of arise where we had to really get somebody's test out quick, and ultimately we were able to do it, but it was close. It was almost going to be requiring that things get rescheduled. But long story short, the COVID test really kind of is the last piece of the jigsaw, if you will, with respect to visa processing to come to Thailand.